Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Power 3.0 compensation plan revealing. This is the moment that I think many of our community members have been waiting for since we announced Power 3.0 a couple weeks ago. Certainly, all of you out there who are completely aligned with what it is we're doing at Power, meaning you want to play your role in shifting the world to sustainable energy. You want to make more money. You want to create a life of more freedom. You want a career and a vocation that is meaningful and fills your heart and soul and mind. And you want something that has unlimited upside potential. You want to be one of those game changing entrepreneurs that is responsible for creating new industries and building new industries and setting the course of humanity. If that is you, and you're nodding your head and saying, yeah, man, that sounds like the things that I want. That sounds like me. I can promise you that this event tonight is for you. This event is probably the most exciting event, maybe, that I've ever announced or conducted or held at Power. And we've had some really cool things go on. In fact, it's so exciting that I will be honest with you, I'm even nervous. And if you ask my team and you ask, all the people I work with, like, I don't really get nervous like a lot, like it's just kind of like, whatever, right? Throw challenges at me, like, but this is so big that I even feel those butterflies in my stomach. It's like, that's how big this is. So I'm just so honored you guys are here. I'm so honored that you're taking the next hour of your life to come witness what we believe is the most exciting and powerful compensation plan that has ever been created for the solar energy industry. And regardless of where you're at in your power journey, I know we have a lot of our top leaders on the line tonight, people who are already earning a livelihood from power. This is a significant part of your life. It's a significant part of your income. I know we have a lot of aspiring leaders on the line tonight, people who want to make this a significant part of their income and their life. And we have a lot, we have some people on the line tonight, guaranteed, because there was a lot of people that registered, who are checking out the 3.0 compensation plan, who want to see what we're up to. So for everybody, primarily, I just want you to know that this event is primarily geared tonight for our core community already. We're going to walk you through the colossal business model changes that we've been cooking up in our laboratory over the last 6 months based on years of data now, a data set that maybe no other solar company in the world has, because I'm unaware of too many companies that have a model like ours where they could even collect all of this data. So we've made some incredibly powerful choices and decisions about the future of this business, and we're going to be revealing those to everybody tonight. So the event is primarily for you, but for all those people who have yet to join our company, I don't think you could be on a more powerful event. This is the guts, it is the meat and potatoes, it is the hardcore engine that can drive your future potential with our company. It can drive the career and the entrepreneurial possibilities that exist for you within our company. And you could not be seeing what we're doing at a better time. Truly, by the time you get to the end of this presentation tonight, you're going to realize and you're going to have in your hands a first to market opportunity to disrupt the solar industry. It's not even just energy anymore. We are now going after the solar industry. We're going to disrupt the multi-deca, tens of billions of dollars solar industry, which is disrupting the $1 trillion energy industry. That's what this plan's about. There is no other plan on the planet like the one you are about to see. And we are about to open the floodgates for the potential of our business, for who we have the potential to attract into our company, and the amount of money and income that everyone is going to be able to earn as you really advance through the power career pathway and advance through our leadership pathway to continue to create the goals, the dreams, the life that you want for yourself. So welcome, and without further ado, let's dive right in. So first and foremost, the 3.0 compensation plan is Workforce 2.0 for the new energy economy. I'm going to show you why that is. right now. This is our agenda for the evening. The first thing we're going to discuss are the core principles behind the Powur 3.0 compensation plan. I want every person on this line to understand the core principles behind why we make our decisions. You know, this compensation plan was not strewn together half butt because I don't want to offend anybody. It was not a half butt compensation plan. We spent over 6 months designing this plan. We spent tens of thousands of dollars hiring consultants. We worked with dozens of people and spent hundreds of hours in the creation of everything you are going to see. There's not a single decision in here that was not driven by a core principle in some way. And that's what I want every single person to understand is the best decisions are driven by core principles. I want you to understand the core principles. Then we're going to introduce you to the new vocational pathway of Powur. I'm so excited for that. We're going to reveal the 3.0 compensation plan. What are the unique bonus structures that we're bringing to market, and how are they going to change the game and multiply? If you thought what we had was good, it's literally about to get 3 to 4 times better. I can promise you that. We are going to discuss the introduction of the Powur annual license, which is a business model change coming to our platform. We are going to discuss the new Powur Pro as we've been listening and studying, and we've got some ideas we're going to be rolling out at the beginning of the year, some game-changing features that will change people's lives with this product. And then finally, we are going to discuss the rollout schedule. What I'm sharing with you tonight is monumental. All of this won't show up tomorrow. It's not like we can just flip a switch. So as we lead to our convention, March 24th, 25th in San Diego, this will be known as the quarter of 3.0. It will conclude itself with an amazing, awesome national convention to which we're going to have some exciting announcements, and all of these things will crescendo to the convention happening on March 24th and 25th. If you've not already purchased your early bird tickets, you should do that soon because we will be announcing the price increase from early bird shortly. Well, let us dive right into the principles. Principle number 1 that everyone needs to understand is that one of the core objectives of the shift to the 3.0 compensation plan is that we are fundamentally positioning your business, our business, essentially this is our business, who we can appeal to a significantly larger population, okay? There are 17 million people in the United States of America. I'm just going to use US because, I don't have the figures for Canada and all this stuff. And most of our market is currently the US. There's 17 million people who participate in direct sales, i.e. the sort of business opportunity space in the United States of America. Now, that's not a small group of people. There's a lot of people to speak to there, right? But there's 157 million people who participate in the workforce. One of the core principles that you are going to see behind the 3.0 plan is that we are positioning your business to be able to attract the workforce, not just people who are interested in owning a business. There's a colossal difference there, and you're going to see some of those changes coming shortly. What this means to all of us who want the income and the lifestyle of business owners, i.e. leveraged income, building a team, is that your audience, your demographic for who you can attract your business is about to massively, massively expand. We will discuss that in a second. And last point about this, guys, Uber is Workforce 2.0. Airbnb is Workforce 2.0, okay? Our vision from the start of Powur was millions of people. We're not in this to play small. That's not what we're here for. We don't care about making a nice little business for ourselves that pays bills. That's not what we are here for. We are here to play as big as humanly possible. We're here to shift the world to sustainable energy. That is the only thing we care about. Because Powur exists, we will accelerate the adoption of sustainable energy faster. For that to occur, we must achieve scale. Millions of people who participate Just like Uber did it to transportation and Airbnb did it to hospitality and Kickstarter did it to funding, we are the freaking company that's going to do it to energy. So these shifts are fundamental. They have to occur. That's the last thing I'm going to say about that, but it should get you very excited because we're about to appeal to 157 million people, not just 17. Principle number 2, we are paying more money to acquire customers. When you acquire customers, we're going to pay you more money. I'm not going to get into the trickle up effect of that decision, but let's just suffice it to say we analyzed and studied for months all the data of the plan, and what we determined was that every bonus in this compensation plan is benefited by people acquiring more customers and being more motivated, more incentivized to acquire customers. So guess what? We're going to pay more money when you do. We're going to pay money faster. This is one of the biggest things to solve in all of solar energy right now. And, I think it's one of the biggest areas of innovation for really tapping into the workforce and being that company that attracts millions is who's going to solve the sort of payment schedule, cycles of solar and how to pay money faster. And a core part of the 3.0 compensation plan is going to address this tonight. So yes, you should all be starting to tingle your fingers. I wish you could see me right now. I'm doing that little thing where you get all excited and giddy because that's coming. We're going to be paying more money to managers and leaders in the early stages of developing their teams. I'm going to start to make this distinction right now because it's a distinction you're going to see throughout the course of tonight's presentation. Obviously, one of the most immediate ways to earn income is to simply refer people to solar energy, and that's a very fulfilling, rewarding thing to do, right? You're shifting the world to solar, you're making money for doing it, and we're about to pay you even better, a lot better. But essentially, a lot of people then aspire to actually advance in the career path and advance in their own evolution and personal development and in their own leadership. And that looks like learning different leadership skills, right? Leadership skills are influencing other people. It's learning the skills of enrollment. It's learning the skills of coaching and management and developing people, okay? And in life, leaders tend to make the most money, all right? Leaders are the people who are at the top of organizations, who build big teams. It's just the nature of things, right? So you can have an amazing income just being a professional, being really good at your chosen profession, but you can have a lot of times an even more amazing income being a leader and really learning the skill sets of leadership and building big teams, influencing large groups of people. And that's not for everybody. But what you're about to see in the Powur plan is that you have the choice of which path you want to go down. It's a la carte, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to get to pick the path that you want to go down that's right for you, and we're going to show you how to build the lifestyle of your dreams, whatever path you choose. One of those paths is the path of becoming a leader and managing a business and a team. And we're going to start paying more money to people who do that in the early stages of developing their team. And we're going to show you what the bonuses are that accomplish that in just a moment. Now, this is a critical distinction. A huge part of the 3.0 compensation plan is paying much more money to leaders who develop other leaders. And that's really what it means to be a leader. Okay, that's really where you get ROI. That's really where your business thrives. So any compensation plan, when it's at its best, is incentivizing all of the behaviors that really matter to help you build your business, to help you achieve the goals that you have, to help you earn more and more money. And when compensation plans go awry, money is being spent on things that don't necessarily develop you or lead to long-term ROI in your business. They might lead to short-term ROI or lots of things, but that tends to lead to short-term companies. And so we isolated what the most important leadership trait is, and it's really developing other leaders. And we're going to introduce you guys to a brand new bonus tonight that you should not go to sleep if you really understand what it means, what it is that you have at your fingertips as being first to market to the whole darn world, to the whole solar industry, to the whole direct selling industry, to the whole workforce, to being first to market with this company, with this plan. There's only a handful of us, comparatively speaking, 5,000 power advisors worldwide. I mean, think about that. There could be a million 10 years from now. So that type of growth, you're really first to market. And I hope that after you learn about these bonuses, you don't sleep tonight thinking what just one or two of them could do for your financial future. This is a huge one. We are rewarding consistent behavior because it's only consistent behavior that produces consistent income personally and passive income as a team leader. That's a huge distinction. And I hope all of our team leaders on the line here tonight lock this one away, because the changes you're going to see to the qualifiers of the Power 3.0 compensation plan are fundamentally addressed at driving way more consistent and passive income. This is what's going to unlock you eventually being able to retire on a freaking beach somewhere, and wake up if you want to wake up, or do whatever you want to do because of the business that you decide to build in Power. Okay, so this is really very focused on that, and very focused on helping people achieve consistent results. And you'll see where that shows up shortly. And lastly, to pull all this off, the company is taking a step back, and you guys, we want to roll this out almost like Christmas, because you haven't seen a lot of what we're working on and have been working on, but you're about to see, oh, these guys have been pretty busy the last few months. We are getting ready to roll out a whole new sweeping series of true curriculums that develop people along their vocational path, along the path that they choose, whether it's leadership, whether it's management, whether it's being a professional, a consultant, an advisor, whatever it might be. There's different curriculum that are coming to assist you along your stage. And we're actually going to slow down a little bit and invest more in that education and training, so that everybody who enters into Power, it's almost like entering into a school, a true workforce 2.0 school for the new energy economy. Because I know, I don't believe this, I know this, the most educated, the most confident, and the most competent people are the ones who are going to win in the new workforce. That's what making money is about. It's about being skilled. It's about being a valuable asset in the new economy that we find ourselves. And the changes that have happened in our society at large, the massive shifts we've seen in manufacturing and many different models, is all a result of those skill sets not really being as valuable as they once were. That's kind of like, the elephant in the room that nobody wants to talk about when you talk about what happened to our jobs. But the truth is, the jobs aren't worth what they used to be worth. There's a lot of other places to get those skills for cheaper, right? Overseas, this, that, whatever. And that just is what it is. The people who are going to win in the new workforce are the ones who develop unique skills, unique value to contribute to the economy in the overall marketplace that other people can't easily supplement, that other people just can't take away from you. That's the only true mindset that a sane, professional, powerful human being should adopt when it comes to how do I create the livelihood I want for myself, the goals I want for myself. And fundamentally, it should be, how do I become really valuable? How do I become really skilled? How do I develop skills that other people don't have and really add value to the marketplace in a really core and amazing way? And the elegance of what's coming together in Power is that there's no other company in the world doing what we're doing now. We're fundamentally pioneering this new energy economy workforce 2.0 model. There's so much crazy demand for our product, right? Trillions of dollars of energy a year. and we can provide that to homeowners cheaper and cleaner than what they can get from the utility. And the opportunity is staggering because they don't even know about it yet. So, I mean, if you compile all those things together, the opportunity for you to be a massive value add to your community, to our world, is staggering inside Power. By learning the skill sets as you advance through our vocational pathway, our vocational career, we're going to show you how to be differentiated in the business marketplace, differentiated in your community, and how to add value that other people are not adding. You know, that's what solar is right now. It's a massive educational play. The first people to get to the marketplace and educate the homeowners on this product are going to win, because once they look at the math and the science, it just makes sense. If I can save more money producing my own energy for my own rooftop, why would I buy it from a utility? It just makes sense. And that's why our consultants are starting to sign deals hand over fist. And it's why our business has continued to grow and tens of thousands of homeowners have been submitted, because it just makes sense. And as you begin to understand how all of this comes together for you, my intention tonight is really that you see a new opportunity for yourself in Power that you never saw before. And you see a new direction for where you can go and how you can, really add value and take your life and your career that opens up unlimited possibilities, unlimited fulfillment, and unlimited legacy. You really knowing that, shit, I left my legacy in the world because of what I went out there and did and built at such a unique time in the history of the solar industry. So, a little bit of a tangent, but those things are all extremely important, and I'm glad I discussed it. Okay, so those are the principles. Now it's time to jump into the meat and potatoes. And, ladies and gentlemen, there's no, let's just rip things out here. There is a brand new front end business model coming to Power. This is not like anything that we've done before. And it's not like anything I'm really aware of in direct sales or in outside of direct sales, whatever it is. The way that I think our team really started viewing things over the last few months, similar to what I've been sharing with you guys, we are a new entrepreneurial pathway for people, a vocational school, if you will, that allows them to create what they want. So we're introducing new pathways. We're not assuming that there's a one-size-fits-all solution for how you achieve your goals within Power. Many people are better suited to become solar professionals, and that's where they shine. They don't want to build a team; they want to present. Some people are going to be way more excited about the business ownership side of things and really building a huge organization. Some people are going to want to do both, and they're going to want to enroll others and present and earn passive income. And it's just, you're not like somebody else, right? You're your own unique person. You have your own unique things that are driving you. Why would we try to fit you in a box? And I think that's a problem with so many careers or businesses or whatever. It's just like, one size fits all. And starting from January 1st forward, that's not Power anymore. And it's not really our vision. Ultimately, there could be multiple vocations on our platform. We could have commercial experts. We could have, real estate experts. It's limitless where this could go. I'm just going to introduce you to the starting point. This is what we're starting with on January 1st. So, introducing the new Power Advocate. The new Power Advocate is the starting point for a career as a solar professional. Up until this point, we did not really design a compensation plan for advocates. Being an advocate was kind of something that we talked about, but it wasn't anything we focused on. It was nothing we invested in. It was nothing that we developed. And that's going to change. The new advocate position is really the position that opens us up to the workforce 2.0 at large. I'm talking anyone and everyone, because the barrier to entry is so low, right? You can start a career as a solar professional basically leveraging our platform for $99, right? we're going to train you on every single thing that you need to know to go out there and start making money right away. And we've built a brand new compensation plan to incentivize advocates where, if they just want to stay as an advocate, then they can change their life financially, in a lot of different ways, whether it's by, paying bills or getting out of a tough financial spot or creating extra vacation money, or who knows, maybe some people even doing it full time if that's all they want to do. And of course, as an advocate, you can still advance along the consultant pathway, which was the major announcement of 3.0 just a couple weeks ago. So advocate is really the starting point to becoming a solar professional on our platform. And as a consultant, you can now start signing your own deals right away, earning up to $2,000 per sale or more, right? So the consultant pathway is really the full-time professional solar career path from a handful of clients a month. And Powur is investing heavily in teaching you everything you need to know to go generate those clients. First of all, where do you find them? How do you prospect for them? What is the sales system? I mean, this is a real, if somebody wants to do this full time, they can do it, right? That's what we're building here. An advocate is the starting point for that. And they can advance from consultant all the way to expert, which is another thing. I'll get into expert a little bit later, but I'm telling you guys, the expert consultant pathway is a game changer, an absolute game changer in terms of being a true Uber for solar, signing solar deals from your pajamas and home because you're turning yourself on and off, etc. So this is the new starting point for people if they want it, right? What you'll notice about advocate is that somebody who chooses the advocate path is basically saying, you know what, I don't necessarily want to be a team builder right now. It's not, my desire. I'm not, I don't want to start recruiting or anything like that. I just want to go focus on, basically referring customers and getting paid because that's what I want to do. Now, the new advisor pathway is for everyone who wants to do what the advocate does. You have all of the functionality of advocate, but you also have the ability to become a leader and earn passive income through building and managing your own team. And the way that we view this now, and the first thing you're noticing is that we've massively lowered the barrier to entry to become an advisor. The new price point to sign up as an advisor in Powur is $299. So we have dropped it from $499 to $299. And the purpose of that is to massively, again, lower the barrier to entry of all of the different people that we have the chance to appeal to in the world. And as a Powur advisor, one of the first things we're going to take you through is the Leadership Academy. This is really for people who, as a vocation, they want to become leaders. They want to understand time management, personal management, personal development, team development, influence, persuasion, coaching, leading people, others. I mean, it's, enrollment, prospecting skills, sales skills. I mean, it really is the vocation of leadership. That's what being an advisor is about. And, that's something that you can, of course, take on your own time and on your own dime. This isn't a job. We don't force you to do anything, but that's what's available to you, right? So, there's so much gradient that people have with this. You can sign up as an advisor because you love what we're doing and you love solar and you love referring people and you're starting to make way more money than you've made before, and you just want to tell your friends about it, right? And that's something we naturally all do anyway. We invite people to companies that we're having a great experience with, and we tell them about things we love. And as an advisor, you can invite somebody to join you, and you can start earning passively off all the activity they do. And they could sign up because of a variety of reasons, right? Same ones as you. They need more money. They need to get out of a tight fix. They're looking for a new career. They want more meaning, fulfillment. They're entrepreneurs. They see a huge opportunity. They have big goals, big dreams. Any of those reasons apply. They want to leave a legacy. They want to be involved in disrupting energy. I mean, it's unlimited, the reasons why people will want to join you in our company. So, whether it's you just earning a part-time passive income from inviting people, or whether you advance through the whole leadership that you can't even imagine for yourself, that's available to advisors. And lastly, we have the consultant pathway. So you'll see there is a succession here to the investment that people make in their own vocation and in their own skills to learn these things. Now, being a consultant, this is a very professionalized certification, right? It's not like, this is sort of a haphazard thing. It's not complicated. It's not hugely complicated. You don't need to, be some rocket scientist to figure this out, right? I mean, anybody who really desires it can do it. But there is technical training that takes place, right? We're really teaching you how to be valuable in the marketplace. We're giving you skills, we're giving you knowledge, we're giving you training that not a lot of people have. That's what makes you valuable. It's what makes you a value add to your community, to the business marketplace in general, okay? And we have gone to we've pulled all the stops in our consultant certification. I've compared it to many certifications out there. There's schools like MIT and all these other ones which charge $25,000. It's like, there's for solar certifications, for solar trainings and courses and curriculum to learn about policy and all this stuff. So ours is hand over fist better than most of anything I've seen out there, and at a fraction of the price point for people who want to literally learn this skill of presenting solar proposals in one sale, basically 4 times the investment. Imagine where else can you go to do that? What do people invest in a college degree, and how much money are they making from that degree right when they get out of school? It's insane. And with Powur, I mean, think about this truly from a workforce 2.0 perspective. Where else can people show up and invest such meager amounts of money? Truly, just meager amounts of money to learn highly valuable skills that no one else is teaching. You can't get this everywhere and anywhere. It's not like I can pick a university and I'm a sea of sameness. And that's why people are getting out of college and they're freaking waitresses and waiters. Where else can you go to get a totally differentiated education in a booming industry that has massive earning potential that you can pay back with a freaking one customer so easily in spades? Nowhere. I mean, I don't want to go so as far as say this, but I would almost be like, people should really consider, kids should consider whether or not they want to spend any money on going to a university, or whether they want their university to be Powur. Whether or not this literally could make them more money than that college degree for a couple hundredth of the cost. It's unbelievable. People should really consider that. So this is the new vocational pathway of Powur, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to discuss the rollout schedule for all of this shortly. But now the new vocational pathway of Powur. And in the future, I want you to imagine what happens when we add commercial experts as a vocational pathway to the platform. When we start adding all these different trainings, right? Like energy assessors and, it's limitless, right? Technicians, different types of technicians, installers. I mean, it's just, we can take this anywhere. And the interaction between the Powur platform, what we've built, and people being able to show up and kind of choose their vocation and where they best serve, it's just kind of limitless where this could go. And this is just the beginning, and we're ridiculously excited about it. We are about to blow the freaking doors off this thing. And again, you have the chance to be first. Give me 1 second. Have a little sip of water, and we will dive into the details of the 3.0 compensation plan. All right. How are you going to get paid? So I want to just state this because, this I think clearly sums up, why you should do this, right? What our company is really about. Our vision is to accelerate the adoption of sustainable energy worldwide. Power was created so that you could leave your legacy on planet Earth and build an entrepreneurial career inside the multi-trillion-dollar shift to sustainable energy. This document will provide an overview of the ways that you are compensated for shifting the world to solar energy as an advocate, advisor, or consultant with Powur. Our career path gives you an unrivaled vehicle to achieve your personal dreams while making a real difference with the time that you have on planet Earth. I think that really sums it up. So I wanted to read that for everybody. Not going to spend a lot of time on this because we leaked the PowerPoint system, so hopefully everybody has had a chance to at least be exposed or see the new PowerPoint system. This is so cool. Everything inside our compensation plan is really now gamified. Everything inside our company is really now gamified, right? I mean, what better way to build a business than make it a game, make it fun? All of the activities that you do to build your business, you get points for. You earn points for them. And so as you submit leads, as you conduct live transfers, as your leads get qualified, as contracts get signed, etc., you're earning points for all of that. And those points are what you use to qualify for higher ranks, to advance through our leadership path, and to earn money inside of the compensation plan. So these are the stages of a Powur customer, and you guys can review this after we send out the document tomorrow if you've never reviewed it before. These are all the stages that your customers move through right now when you submit a client to Powur. And all I'm going to say real quick is that everyone who wants to maximize their earning potential with Powur should just do everything in here to get the maximum amount of points, right? If you get an extra 5 points for live transferring a lead, you should do that. That makes a big difference to how many points you have to qualify, earn more money, all these different things. So it's very straightforward, just do the activities and get the points and make the money. I don't know how we could have made it any more straightforward. So the leadership pathway in Powur now looks like this. So, of course, you can start as an advocate or you can start as an advisor. I want to sort of highlight that right away, that there's definitely a benefit to starting as an advisor for people who want to earn passive income, right? If you want to create wealth in a business asset, that comes from passive income and, leverage, right? Earning off the activity of other people. And there's a definite benefit to starting as an advisor. Advisors get everything advocates get plus team building. If you start as an advocate now and you decide, I'm having a great time, I want to refer other people here and make passive money, then you have to upgrade to advisor later and you still pay the full advisor upgrade. So, it's anybody's choice which way they want to start. But if you have an inkling to say, I really, wouldn't mind making passive money, then heck, start as an advisor. Either way, basically, you've got both options. Now, when you start as an advisor, this is the new leadership pathway for how you rank advance through our company. I'm going to discuss the big differences here real quick because there are some big differences. So you'll notice we've added some new ranks. We did this because we want people to win faster, right? It's so awesome when you accomplish a goal and experience that excitement of, achieving something. And, ranks, moving your way through the Powur leadership pathway is a big deal. It means that you're really up to stuff, right? You're learning new skills, you're impacting the community, you're impacting your world, you're making money. It's a big deal. So we've got a couple new ranks in here so that we can reward people faster. We've also changed the titles of some of the positions. So you'll now see that the first 3 titles, independent advisor, qualified advisor, certified advisor, basically anyone who enrolls as an advisor is an independent advisor. You achieve qualified advisor when you accumulate a lifetime 15 personal points. You achieve certified advisor when you accumulate a lifetime 50 personal points, right? And then really the new ranks, the thing that changes is it starts to be about building a team, right? Because you're moving up the leadership pathway. So you make it into team manager when you have 50 team points. You make it into senior manager when you have 100 team points, and so on and so on and so on. So we've introduced some new ranks, and then of course executive director, vice presidential director. It's nomenclature, but we spend a lot of time on these things, and we hope that these names really mean something to you, right? They're important titles that really showcase your achievement, what you're building. And so we hope that you love them and are proud of the different titles and positions that you've achieved. A couple other big things. So you'll notice, if you remember the principle number 6, rewarding consistent behavior to produce consistent income and passive income, our qualifiers are now based on essentially monthly pay periods. Okay, that is a huge difference in the new 3.0 plan, which we are extraordinarily excited about, because it means everyone's going to earn much more consistent and much more passive income. Now, Powur has done something that very few companies I'm aware of have ever done. We have built in this new compensation plan a real-time engine, a real-time calculation engine. There's really no such thing anymore as monthly calculations or weekly calculations. And I don't want to get too into the technical details behind it all, but every single thing in Powur is now being calculated in real time. The rank that you have in real time determines your payout when a bonus happens in real time. And the way that we do that is we just have a rolling 28-day period. So every single day, the 29th day disappears, and the new day starts adding points, and that just goes on forever. So it is a new rolling 28-day period. That's the period by which all these points are calculated. So anytime in that rolling 28-day period that you move from 50 points to 100 points to 300 to 1,000 or whatever it is, you rank advance. We're not calculating something at the end of a pay period or this or that or whatever. And one of the big reasons why we did this is not only is it just way cooler, because we now have real-time notifications on bonuses and everything, which is going to be like crack, right? Check your phone and it's like, you just made money, you just made money, you just earned $40, you just made $600, you just did this, you just did that. Really cool stuff. But ultimately, it's going to pave the way for real-time commission. Remember principle number 2, right? Or principle number 3, whichever one it was. How do we pay money faster? And real-time commissions are going to be one of the ways that we pay money faster. Now, I'm not giving you a hard date on that, but we have paved the way with a real-time calculation engine to be paying real-time commissions here. And it's a big thing, and we will prioritize it as soon as we can. But exciting new changes that have come. So you'll now notice that to achieve and rank advance through the leadership pathway, it's based on monthly personal points, right? As you move to team manager, senior manager, national manager, everyone needs to maintain 15 personal points in the period, and it's based on your period grid points as well. Now, once you achieve the higher level leadership positions, we give you some nice perks, right? Some sweet incentives to get there, which we allow you to start rolling over your points. So any points you earn in this period can roll over indefinitely into future periods, which is just a nice, cool perk, right? So last thing to cover on this page, and we will also be covering it elsewhere, is that we are doing away with all monthly pay schedules. So all bonuses effective January 1st will start paying weekly. So you used to get paid your installation commissions monthly, and we're now going to pay your commissions weekly. So all installation commissions are going to start cycling faster and faster and faster. Again, think about our goal here of how we pay you faster. So this is the new leadership pathway of Powur. The consultant pathway. This is obviously one of the most exciting things about the 3.0 plan, is really giving the ability for people to advance through a solar professional pathway and earn more and more money as they do. So anybody starts as an advocate advisor. Once you've achieved lifetime 120 points, right? So this is a lifetime amount of points. You have the ability to become an apprentice. As an apprentice, you can go through our certification course, right? You can enroll in the consultant university. You can start going through all the training, etc. You have to complete the certification course. You have to achieve another 80 points so that you have a lifetime 200 points. And really, you're working one-on-one with the lead trainer of Powur, who's coaching you, mentoring you, making sure that you're ready to go out there and present. And once he signs you off, you're live on the platform as a consultant. And, we'll get into, what those details mean in future training sessions for our consultants. But essentially, it means that you can now start submitting your own clients as a consultant, and Powur is going to hand you proposals that you can turn around and present and make $2,000 a pop when your clients say yes, which is very exciting. And this truly is a brand new career for anyone that wants it. That, again, you can't go to school. There's no school out there for you right now if you want to do this. Like, there is a very differentiated value for you here that you cannot get anywhere else. You will be one of very few people who has this skill set. And that should mean something to you, because if you want to make money in the new energy economy, and in the new economy, you've got to have skills that are not easily outsourced, that other people don't have. And that's how you make money. And that's what being a consultant provides. Ultimately, you can work your way up to expert consultant by achieving a lifetime 800 points, and by being signed off by our lead trainer, and by maintaining a conversion rate of your proposals. Because as an expert consultant, you literally have the ability to have your teammates sending you leads. So if you enroll a new advisor, that advisor is going to be able to send all their new customers to you. And you're going to make these high ticket commissions off enrolling new teammates, new leads, your teammates' new leads, or leads from anywhere on the Powur platform. I mean, it's literally endless, your ability as an expert and the functionality that's gonna open up to you. So this is something we really, we're gonna make sure that you earn this, right? I mean, we're not gonna let you present to other people's leads unless you've demonstrated that you've really gotten good at the process. And that's what being an expert consultant is all about. And when you do that, really, anyone who wants to be a six-figure or multiple six-figure professional, I don't think there's going to be any business model on the planet like being a Powur expert consultant for somebody who just wants to close solar deals all day long and make six figures, changing the world and converting it to solar, clean power. I mean, it's just amazing. It's totally cool. Let's get into some of the new bonuses. So, introducing the new personal appointment bonus. The big change that you are seeing in the new appointment bonus is how much you have the ability to earn. We decided that one of the most important things is just paying people who are generating customers more, who are out there doing the referrals more. So in the old plan, you used to make $10, $20, and $30 for tier 1 through 3 appointment that you set, if it was commissionable. In the new plan, that's the lowest amount that you can make. You now have the ability to make anywhere from $15 to $45 per appointment that you set. Most of the appointments on our platform are all tier 1 appointments. So for people who are out there and they're qualified, and sort of, and you can see over here what the qualifiers are, right? The more personal points you have in a pay period, the more money you make in the appointment bonus. So for a lot of people out there, they're now going to be making $45 every time they set an appointment. And that's real money. It does not take long to set an appointment, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We have people making hundreds of dollars a week setting appointments right now. And that's now going to go to 500, a week just setting appointments. And as those appointments turn into installations, you're about to see what happens next. So this is the big change to the personal appointment bonus. We're super excited. Everyone's going to make more money for setting commissionable appointments. The personal installation bonus. So one of the biggest things that I'll call out here right away is that we looked at the data and we determined that we want to pay everybody much more money faster. So having, sort of a construct like we had in our old plan, where you made a lower amount of commission on your first few sales, and then you earned your way into higher commissions and kind of triggered a big champions, a big bonus, which we call the Champions Club. That doesn't exist anymore. Everyone is basically now starting at the higher commission amount on every single installation or customer that they refer. So that's a huge deal. Right out of the gates, people are going to, on average, start cashing $500 checks for any of the appointments that they set that turn into an install. Now, the other big thing here, guys, is that this is all applicable to advocates and advisors, okay? So an advocate can come into this comp plan and start making good money day number one. If I come into this comp plan, I start setting appointments, I'm making $15 to $45 per appointment and $500 or more per install when they close, and I'm not even the one who's responsible for closing. So all of a sudden, there's real money that people are making day number one as an advocate in this plan. Of course, they make that as an advisor as well. Now, as you move up the consultant career path, if you decide you want to do this, right, this isn't forced. Again, think vocational pathway. We're not saying you need to be a solar professional. Many people might decide, you know what, I don't want to be a solar professional. I don't want to learn how to present. Fine, don't. Just stay setting appointments. You can make great money to do it. So again, this is all your choice. But for those who say, I do want to make $2,000 a pop, I want this skill, that's what graduating and becoming a consultant is all about. So as a consultant, you can now either eventually sign other people's deals on the platform. So you'll notice we broke this into basically two departments, right? There's the referrer, there's the person who referred the client, and there's the consultant, the person who is responsible for presenting to the homeowner, right? So you can be one or the other on our platform in the very near future. You could also be both. You could be the person who referred the client and the person who presented. So if you both referred the client and presented, that's where you make the most money, because you make the referrer portion of the income, and you also make the consultant portion of the income. So you make, on average, about $2,000 per client that you refer and present to who signs up with you as a Powur consultant. So hopefully that's clear. You can be a referrer, you can be a consultant, or you can be both. One of the things we're very excited to introduce to everybody is that we are now going to start paying 50% of your installation commission at the permitting phase. This is a huge deal because projects get submitted for permitting almost a month and a half on average before they get installed. So we used to pay all of the money at time of install. We're now going to be paying 50% of your commission at the time of permitting and 50% of your commission at the time of install. And that's for both consultants and advocates and advisors. That's a huge deal, ladies and gentlemen. Think about, what that means. We're moving to real-time commissions. We're already at weekly commissions, and we're now paying a big chunk of this high-ticket sale at permitting. So people are going to be getting $1,000 pop as a consultant, pretty quickly after that contract signs, and then another $1,000 at install or more. Same thing with, I'm the referrer, I'm getting 250 on average at permitting, another 250 when it closes. If I refer a big system, I'm getting 500 at permitting, 500 when it closes. So this is going to cycle your money much faster. And guess what? This is also applies to team bonuses. So for all of you out there who are referring other people, you're going to get your chunk of commission at permitting and another chunk of commission at install. Very exciting part of the new plan. Remember, I think it was principle number 4. We are going to pay managers and leaders in the early stages of building their business more. So this is a new concept that we're introducing to the compensation plan called sponsor bonuses. And you're going to see that this is not just applicable to appointment bonuses, It's applicable to most of all the new bonuses that we have in the pay plan. So if you are the person that enrolled another person in Powur, you're going to make a much bigger commission off of all the activity that they do forever. So anything that that person does forever, you're going to make a nice chunk of. So in this example, you're getting 8% as a qualified advisor, all the way up to 17.5%. Once you reach national manager, of all of their appointment revenue. So, whatever appointment revenue they earn, or basically the commissionable volume amount, you're getting 17.5% of that as their sponsor. So this is an exciting new bonus that will pay you on all the appointments that your teammates that you refer set. Remember what we said about leaders, right? Paying more money to leaders who develop other leaders. Well, life is physics. There's only so much money to go around, and compensation plans that are really effective, really spend that money appropriately. So they allocate the money that exists from the sale of any product or the revenue that's generated from any product. They allocate it as wisely as humanly possible. Where is it really going to motivate people and pay people the most? It did not make sense to have some 5-generation payout structure for appointment revenue, because there's just not enough money to motivate everybody. You don't end up motivating the person setting the appointment and the leaders and this, that. So that's why you saw the changes that we made, right? There's now huge motivation for the person setting the appointment, which trickles everything throughout the business and everything upline. More appointments equals more installs, equals way bigger checks, equals more performance bonuses, like what you're going to see shortly. It equals more points. So what we realized here is that for people who work their way truly through the leadership pathway, we can have a massively motivating bonus in the context of infinity bonuses. So as you become a leader, to heck with getting paid on just the people you sponsor or a few generations. How would you like to earn off every single appointment that happens in your team to infinity? And that's what the new infinity bonus is. We will literally pay you to infinity forever. If you go out and you are one of the people responsible for inviting 100,000 people to Powur, and they generate millions of appointments, we will pay you on every single one to infinity with the infinity appointment bonus. In fact, 1.25 to 2% of all of the commissionable volume of every appointment. To infinity with this new bonus. And this is what you are going to see also in future bonuses. So we're introducing concepts here, right? We introduced the sponsorship bonus concept. We're introducing the infinity bonus concept. This is something that is there to motivate leaders who say, I want to be a leader in this company and work my way through the leadership pathway. There's going to be major bonuses that heavily reward you when you do that. The new grid installation bonus. So similar to what we had in our last pay plan, you can see that this is similar. So this is the percentage that you earn of the commissionable volume of every installation that happens in your team. So if you sponsor somebody, you'll see there's a special sponsorship bonus that you earn. So, the person who set the referred the customer is earning 55% of the commissionable volume. As a sponsor, you can earn anywhere from 7 to 14% of the commissionable volume. And as a team builder, as installations are happening on all of your generations, you can earn anywhere from 3 to 6% of all the commissionable volume of every single install. Of course, as you reach the top leadership positions, you earn to infinity on every single installation that happens in your organization. So again, whether it's 1 million people or not, this infinity bonus pays you to infinity on every single installation that happens in your organization to infinity. That's literally what the infinity bonus means. So I want to take some time here to discuss a few key things. What does a generation mean? And I'm not going to get too in depth here. You can consult later on, but there's a big difference in compensation plans between levels which is just I sponsored you, you sponsored someone else, they sponsored someone else. That's 3 levels. Okay, 5 levels can fill up really quick. This is not 5 levels. This is 5 generations. A generation does not begin until there is a senior manager or higher in your organization. So see this rank right here, senior manager or higher. If I enrolled someone and they enrolled somebody and they enrolled somebody and nobody reached senior manager, that means all of those people are on generation 0. So you can have, that's what compression means, it's what generation means. You can have dozens of people, you might even have hundreds of people on one generation. It's not until a senior manager or higher exists that it becomes generation 1, and then every person that person enrolls after them all falls on your generation 1 until there's another senior manager or higher, and so on. So that's the easiest way to understand the generation concept. Consult the person who referred you to Powur. You really don't even need to understand too much about it. All it really means is that you can be earning off hundreds and hundreds of people through this generational concept. It's a way better concept than just levels, and that's what our pay plan uses. The only other thing you need to understand about this is the commissionable volume amount. So every single sale to Powur generates volume, right? The way that we calculate commissionable volume is that we take the total revenue of the sale, and then we minus, what does it cost us to operate the company, and what's left is the commissionable volume amount. So that entire amount of volume, that's what goes into this pay plan, and you earn your percentage of all that volume. So these numbers can fluctuate, right? The bigger the system, the more money you earn. If the system generates $2,000 of revenue and you're earning, 14% of that as a national manager, or executive director, whatever it is, just as a sponsor bonus, plus you're earning 6% of that, you're earning 20% of $2,000, right? If the number was $2,000, that would be $400 that you'd earn. If it's $1,000 of commissionable volume, then you'd earn $200. So that's pretty much the average. If you're to look at the average commissionable volume of an advisor sale, it's about $1,000, right? For the average system across the nation, if you want to use that as a benchmark, it's about $1,000. Okay, so plug all these numbers into 1,000, and that's what the commissionable volume would pay out. The bigger the system, the more that is. So again, consult your team leader. We can walk you more through this, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of money here for people who are referring other people, showing them how to enroll customers, and for people who are becoming leaders and building teams. Okay, this is one of the most exciting new bonuses of the 3.0 compensation plan. This is the performance bonus. This is a brand new concept. As far as I'm aware of, I'm not aware of another bonus concept like this anywhere in the industry. This is very unique to what we came up with to reward all of the different vocations that people are starting in Powur. And we started really thinking about, when would we want to pay a performance bonus? What is it that we really want to motivate here? And what we want to motivate is if you enroll someone, right, or if somebody enrolls, the most important thing you can do when starting a new vocation is kind of get over that initial learning curve, right? It's making your first $1,000, making $1,000 a month is way harder than making $10,000 a month. And that sounds crazy to people, but it's because the skill sets you need to learn to make $1,000 a month are pretty much most of the same to make $10,000. So it's just more of the same. So that concept kind of holds true in a lot of different ways. Getting over the initial learning curve when starting a new business is one of the big things for people to do. So as soon as somebody gets over that initial learning curve and they achieve, sort of this baseline performance criteria, we want to incentivize everyone who had a hand in that. So the person who performed gets a bonus. The sponsor gets a bonus. All of the team that played a role in that person being there gets a bonus. And this is not, a bonus that's just, happens one time. We can pay performance bonuses on all of the different vocations that people are starting in Powur. So what you see up here, whereas before, if you remember our lab bonus, basically you could earn a lab bonus one time and it was done. Now, whether someone's an advocate, whether someone's an advisor, whether someone's a consultant, whether we add more vocations in the future, you can earn performance bonuses when you help your teammates achieve the performance criteria, regardless of which role they choose. So that is extraordinarily exciting for everybody who's following what I'm saying. We just literally created multiple old lab bonuses. There used to be one lab bonus. Now there's going to be like a ton. We could eventually have a dozen in here that are performance bonuses that pay each time your new teammates are advancing through their chosen career path. If you look up here, you can see the criteria in terms of points. So if I sign up as an advocate, my criteria to trigger a performance bonus is 10 personal points. Once I achieve 10 personal points, the advocate makes 12.5% of the CV. The sponsor makes anywhere from 6.25 up to 25% of the CV. And then this is the amount that's paid out in all the different generations. And there's even an infinity performance bonus. We will pay to infinity on every single person that joins your team forever at any level in Powur. So there's so many huge things here that I need you guys to understand. In this new plan, you are massively motivated for everyone to succeed. In the old plan, there was kind of this breakaway effect to where, as you achieved higher positions, you made more money. But then when your team members achieved those same positions, you got sort of coded out of that money. So, we accounted for that by developing sort of, override bonuses and different things. But the net sort of effect, the incentive was still there to where, there was a negative thing that could happen if somebody surpassed you. And in this plan, that doesn't exist. You get paid a performance bonus on everyone. There's no performance bonus you don't get paid on if you are qualified as a team manager, senior manager, national manager, and so on. You can also earn bonuses to infinity. So essentially what's going to happen here is that way more people are being paid by this performance bonus, way more people. In the old bonus, there used to be like a handful of people that were getting paid, and now there's going to be a lot more people getting paid by the performance bonus. You can see here that the CV of an advocate is $100. The CV of an advisor performance bonus is $475. So there is a nice, healthy, fat performance bonus that's being triggered as each of your new advisors achieves the criteria. What's the criteria? It's 20 personal points lifetime. So if I accumulate 20 personal points lifetime, I trigger that criteria, and I'm also an advisor, right? We're also requiring that advisors complete solar mastery. One of the biggest things that we learned is, to admit, we were rushing a little bit too much in our previous comp plan. We were rushing people to go out there and perform within the first 24 hours. And we're kind of, this isn't an excuse to procrastinate, because plenty of you guys do not need excuses to procrastinate. You're very darn good at it, and you know who you are. So you can't procrastinate and succeed in life. But there's also a balance. We recognize that this is a new industry. People are learning new skill sets. So we have invested, in a very succinct course, Solar Mastery, which gives everyone all of the knowledge and competence that they need to understand solar financing, understand what motivates customers, understand the process of Powur, how we invite somebody, et cetera, so that they have real confidence and real competence in a very short period of time once joining our business. So really, we want people completing and being Solar Mastery certified as one of the first things that they do when they join Powur. So a Solar Mastery certification is now required to trigger a performance bonus. It will be, and 20 personal points. The consultant performance criteria is 200 personal points, and consultant university. And again, there's a big amount that we're putting into the consultant university, or the consultant performance bonus here. So for everybody who's building a team and wants to make passive income, this bonus should be really exciting to you right now because it takes our lab bonus to the next level. It pays you on everyone forever. Consider it an infinity performance, an infinity lab bonus, really. It triggers easier and way more times for a lot more people. This is a massive upgrade to what we were working with before, and it's about to get even better. So last but not least, and this is what every leader or aspiring leader on the line should be salivating for tonight when you're thinking, of what you want to do with your life in 2018 and all the amazing things happening. The Powur check match. This is one of the most powerful bonuses that exists in all of compensation, in all of team building that I've ever seen in my life. What it essentially means is that as you advance through the leadership pathway and you advance other people through the leadership pathway, you will forever earn an exact percentage match on whatever their check is. Whatever they earn, you are going to earn a percentage of their check forever, as long as everyone's qualified. That's what this means. And this is an absolute game changer for our company and for your business and for people who really want to become leaders in life and make lots of money. I'm just going to say it, and really help other people. Because the most beautiful thing about the check match is that it is so tied to wanting to help other people succeed, to helping other people succeed at their highest levels. You're so motivated to go show somebody how to earn $1,000 a month or $10,000 a month because you make a piece of what they earn forever. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's elegant. It's truly, I think, my favorite bonus in the world. I'm not aware of any compensation structure I love more than the check match. The Powur check match works like this. As soon as you reach the position of senior manager, you qualify for the check match. So you now can earn a check match on one generation of depth. The higher you climb through our leadership pathway, the more generations of depth you unlock. As you climb to the top of the leadership pathway, you could literally have hundreds and hundreds of people that you are qualified to earn a check match on. That should make anyone who is an entrepreneur on this call incredibly excited. The percentage that you earn of the check is based on the title of the person you're earning a check on. So for example, if you have a senior manager on your generation one, you earn 15% of every senior manager's check. If they've reached a position of national manager, you earn 18% of every national manager's check. If they reach the position of executive director, you earn 20% of every executive director's check. If they reach the position of vice presidential director, you earn 22% of every vice presidential director's check. And all the way up to presidential director, you can earn 25% of their check forever. So, really at the end of the day, the simplest way to view this is, who is that amazing entrepreneur I know? Who's that person who just they're hungry, they're driven, they're passionate, they want to be a leader? If I invite one person to join this company who makes this their new vocation, who makes this their new career, they go out there, they start making 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month. And for the rest of the time, I'm earning 22% of that 10 to 20 grand a month, whatever it is. Just do the math. Combine all of these other bonuses, the performance bonuses, the infinity bonuses, the grid installation bonuses, the personal installation bonuses, all of this, combine all of this together. The check match is like the cherry on top. As you build an organization, if you want to build an organization for the rest of time, as you develop other leaders, you earn a percentage of whatever it is they earn. And that's amazing. That is just fundamentally amazing. And the people who really understand this should be talking to every professional that you know in the world tomorrow about joining Powur. Lastly, commercial contracts. This is similar to what we already have today, so I won't spend a lot of time on it. It's just this is how we're going to pay out all of the commercial installations that you guys are starting to submit. So we are open for business commercially in a ton of markets, and commercial contracts generate big commissions. They take a long time to close because they're much bigger deals, but there can be huge payouts to the referrers and to everybody in the team from those commercial contracts. I'll give you the chance to go through the glossary at a later date because I want to keep things moving along, see if we can finish this out. So obviously I just revealed, a ton of game-changing new announcements. I'm going to summarize the comp plan like this for everybody on the line. That is like taking what was a pretty cool car that, I'll call it like a souped up, sort of, conventional economy car. And we just gave everybody the engine of a Ferrari. Like we just massively upgraded the engine of this company. Like we are so much more strategically paying money to all of the places that matter along the entire value chain. No matter what position you're basically in, for doing the right things in this company, you're now going to make more money and you're going to make that money faster. And we've also lowered the barrier to entry so that way more people can do it. It's as simple as that. Like the opportunity that we had today, like when we started Powur this morning, I think is literally 3 to 4 times better. So that's very exciting. And I cannot wait to put this vehicle in your hands and to let all of you just absolutely thrive and take this to no limits and go create everything you want to create in life. Time to discuss the annual license. It is that time for us to implement an annual license. There, as you guys can well see, this is not some unsophisticated platform. It is ridiculous what we're building. We're managing, a massive network of installation partners across the world. We're giving you a CRM. Go look up what it costs to run Salesforce or any CRM. It's hundreds of dollars a month. The software that we have built so that you can operate and own and have a professional career in solar energy is ridiculous. And so basically for $79 a year, or roughly like $6.50 a month, everybody owns a license to this platform. So there's an activation cost, one time, advocate, advisor, consultant. Everybody has the same annual license to operate and be on the platform. And that starts, essentially, it'll start January 1st, 2018, but we're effectively going to grandfather all our previous advisors throughout 2018. And so the first time that an annual license will come due is January 1st, 2019 for most of everybody. This is how it's going to work. Advisors who enrolled prior to December 31st will be comped the annual license for 2018. New advocates and advisors signing up will have their annual license due 365 days from their join date. Essentially, if someone goes inactive, they will be unable to use the platform. So that's how it works. Moving on, because we have more exciting things to cover, and then I'm going to get to some other special touches to finish this evening off before I disperse us all to, I'm sure, digest a lot of things. We are introducing a brand new Powur Pro product. So for all of our Powur Pro members and for all of our current advisors, there's some big changes coming to Powur Pro. So for starters, Powur Pro is now going to contain all of our different marketing website assets and a new asset I'm about to introduce you to. So the fully replicated Powur website, your homepage, your join links, your solar landing pages, all of that is now part of our subscription Powur Pro product. Of course, PowerPress is already part of our subscription Powur Pro product, but we are also introducing a brand new product to Powur Pro, which is Powur Marketing Funnels. This is really exciting. This is like having a 24/7 salesperson who explains everything about Powur, the entire opportunity on your behalf, and enrolls people on your behalf for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So for the last like 2 months, our team has been building this gorgeous, full-length, fully featured direct response sales page. And many of you might not know that my previous career, I was a direct response sort of, I hate the word guru, but that's just kind of the truth. I built this huge direct response marketing business. I trained hundreds of thousands of people how to be direct response marketers. There's a whole art and a science to direct response. And basically, you know, we observed that one of the things that's going to add the most value to everyone is really helping you enroll new people. You know, kind of not putting it all on your shoulders, even though, you know, the best, of course, want to take that responsibility and do take that responsibility. But the company really investing in marketing funnels, you know, persuasion funnels that educate, teach, influence people, you know, to join Powur. That's a huge thing. So you're about to see what this is, and I'm going to go through the rollout schedule in a second, but the new Powur Pro is going to include these new 24/7 marketing funnels, which essentially, once you put a prospect in this marketing funnel, we're going to do everything humanly possible to enroll them into Powur on your behalf, and you're going to see, you know, what that is pretty soon. So this is the new Powur Pro, and introducing the new price. Just kidding, there is no new price. It's the exact same price as it is today. So we're just sort of consolidating the features of the platform into Pro, introducing this new product into Pro, and it stays the same price. So it is important to note that the fully replicated website is not included in your annual license. It is not included in your activation. It is a part of Powur Pro now. So all of these things are bundled together. This is Powur Pro moving forward. This is what it will be for everybody. And we're really excited about this product and continuing to make it better. And this definitely allows us to do that. So what's important? Now, obviously, there's a lot of information we've covered, and it's not going to be like, hey, you know, let's turn all this on tomorrow. Massive enterprise value exists here. So we will be leading up to the launch of our convention, basically. This will be the rollout schedule. So you know what, this is actually annoying me because I thought I fixed that. So forgive me, I'm just going to fix it on the line here. New vocational pathway, launch of Consultant University plus V1 dashboard. Okay. Now I will my OC, what is it? My OCD, what is it? My obsessive compulsive disorder. Oops. I will be able to function. I don't want to. So here is the rollout schedule, ladies and gentlemen. Slideshow, play from current slide. Okay, go. So starting on January 1st, we are going to introduce the new vocational pathway. So what that means is the registration cart pages, all the pages, everything is going to shift over to where now everybody can enroll as advocate, advisor, and the new price points will be into effect. So starting January 1st, the new vocational pathway begins. January 8th, we will be launching the Consultant University and V1 of the new Powur dashboard. The team has been hard at work. Obviously, one of the biggest questions we know all you guys have is, how many points do I have? You know, how can I see what my points are? And we are well aware of that. And we started working months ago on a brand new, amazing dashboard that's going to show you everything about your business, all the points, the gamification of everything, the whole nine yards. So that is launching January 8th with the Consultant University. So everybody who is qualified to become an apprentice in Consultant University will be able to enroll at that time, and you can start your training. And we're going to show you how to be the most amazing value-added professionals for a clean energy future in your community, in the world. The first distribution of the 3.0 compensation plan is tentatively scheduled for January 15th. So I'd like to emphasize tentative. These are major changes. A lot of times when we actually go to push a pay run, we audit and we audit and we audit and we audit and we find this little thing and that little bug. And, it just, I don't want to bore you with the technical details, but it is immense amount of work to do the things that we're doing here. And so there just needs to be a little flexibility with that. It's looking pretty good right now. Like the 15th won't be a problem. But basically between the 15th, that week of the 15th, we will push the first commission run for the 3.0 compensation plan. Now, January 1st onward, all of the data is flowing through the new comp plan. Okay, so every single bit of data is flowing through the new comp plan January 1st. That means there will not be a commission run until this first release of the 3.0 comp plan, because everything's going to be calculating under these new rules. January 22nd, we will be launching the new Powur Pro. So at that time, all of our Powur Pro members will see the new feature of the marketing funnels go into effect, plus all the changes take place with your marketing center and dashboard. And everybody who's not a Powur Pro member will see, what you have access to in the marketing center or don't have access to, and we'll see the sort of the new pathway to become a part of Powur Pro. So the new Powur Pro launches January 22nd. And then February, and again, we left this slightly generic because there just has to be a little bit of leeway here. There's major things going on. We anticipate, first half of February, we will officially be launching the first consultants on the platform. So we already have consultants who are signing and presenting deals, and we probably will consider letting people submit deals through our current beta process. But the official launch of consultants on the platform, where consultants are now submitting leads through the Powur platform, and it's going through our new workflow that we've developed on the platform, that is scheduled for early February. And of course, you guys are going to be seeing Powurful-like exciting things pop off all the way to our March 24th, 25th convention. And I think it's safe to say that we probably have something really exciting planned for convention, and you're gonna want to be there, because what we roll out will absolutely be changing the game. And I don't say that lightly. And I think by the end of this presentation, you guys should really understand that, we weren't hyping you. Go try to find another compensation plan in solar energy anywhere in the world like this one. Just go try to find it. I mean, there's nothing like this. We are totally in a blue ocean here, ladies and gentlemen. And I want you to just understand that this is your time. This is your time to leave your legacy, to carve the path that you want to play in shaping the future of the world, in building your new career, in building the business and the lifestyle of your dreams, in becoming an amazing value-added professional to the workforce, to the business economy. This is your chance to build, to participate in building the next game-changing Workforce 2.0 platform. This is it. We're leading right now. There's not even a close second. It's a blue ocean. There will be few times in any of our lifetimes that we get this chance. I want you to all take that in as you think about what you're going to do with your life in 2018 and where you're going to take your business, who you want to be and the person you want to become and what your potential is. Take it in tonight, because the game is just getting started. So some special considerations. Obviously, I think one of the things you guys are going to see about our company is we're always thinking about everybody, always, and we're, even though, of course, everyone knows that we have to make the decisions we make for the success of everyone, right? I mean, we're not going to hang on to the past or do something not to piss people off or upset somebody that would end up hurting the potential of your business and how much money you could make and the future vision of everything we're trying to accomplish. So I think everyone understands that in an adaptive business environment, we're always going to be making tweaks and changes and constantly making things better and evolving things. And we also just want to go above and beyond and oftentimes show people we love you. So what we're doing for every single advisor who signed up in the month of December, we're going to give you a $200 Powur credit towards whatever you want, whether it's your annual license, Powur Pro, convention tickets, certification, consultant certification, whatever the heck it is, we're going to give you a $200 credit just because we love you. And that is for advisors who signed up in the month of December. There's enough benefits that everyone else received prior to that, including comps of the license and all sorts of other things and features and whatever. So this is for people for the month of December. We are still holding true to our discount for Consultant University in the month of January. So there will be a huge introductory discount for everyone who's qualified to participate as a consultant in the month of January for $199. That does not do justice. It doesn't even do an ounce of justice to the time, energy, investment, and value that we're going to be bringing to your life over the course of this training school, and who we're going to help you become, and the sales process and system and skills and techniques that we're going to show you, and the knowledge we're going to give you about solar energy and homeowners. You're going to be a very powerful person for having completed university. So this doesn't even do justice for it. But again, we just want to hook everybody up at the beginning of the new year. Start it with a bang. So if you don't have your 120 points, go get them as fast as possible and maybe get to partake in this. And if you don't, it's still going to be absolutely amazing because you can earn 4 times Consultant University with one stinking sale when you're a consultant. So these are a couple considerations. Lastly, I just want to end on this, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first true Workforce 2.0 platform for the new energy economy. I mean, take that in. Look at what Uber and Airbnb. Imagine if you could have joined Uber and Uber allowed you to invite other drivers in 2008, for God's sakes. That's the possibility in front of you right now. We now have within our reach 157 million people. That's what this is, not just 17 million who want a business. And to be clear, the thing that really makes it possible is the low barrier to entry. What distinguishes a business opportunity is, a higher sort of upfront investment. In the previous license model, right, $299 for everyone put us sort of more in that business opportunity camp, where now within everyone's reach, the entire workforce has an opportunity to go out there and really make money in solar and have this as a profession. 157 million people is no small number, ladies and gentlemen. You should be thinking about a lot of people right now. Lower barrier entries mean bigger growth across all your teams. It means that you should be sponsoring and enrolling more people. We're paying substantial more money to the referrers, to the sponsors, to the managers, and the leaders. So every valuable step of your vocation, you're now earning more money. There's an unprecedented vocational pathway. So again, to that point of, really adding value in the marketplace. How can you differentiate yourself? How can you have knowledge and skills that other people don't have? Powur is now a platform in a vocational school that gives you that ability that you can't get anywhere else. That is a huge takeaway. And lastly, you should be taking massive action to capitalize on your first mover advantage as the world discovers what we're up to. There's 1 million people that will be in this company within the next 7 to 10 years. Okay. The original goal was a decade. We're 2 years in. There's 5,000 people now. There will be 1 million. This is your chance. This is truly your chance to be the first mover, to bring to market a revolutionary, game-changing business model, idea, platform, pathway, opportunity, whatever you want to call it, for the world, for people, for other people. So I love you all so much. Again, 6 months went into this. Our executive team, our board of directors, our leadership, we just could not be more excited for what the future holds. We could not be more excited to boldly step into 2018 with an upgraded engine like we've never had, like no one else has in the world today. And I'm promising you guys, this is just the beginning, because we will continue to innovate. We will continue to make it better and better and better. And my prayer, my only hope, is that you make the decision that you will be a part of it, a big part of it. And you start committing yourself and taking the actions, and you start taking the committed training and steps today to cement yourself inside the DNA of this company into what we're doing, so that you can really carve your role leave your legacy, and build the life and build the business and build the income that you want for yourself. Thank you all so much. We will be in touch shortly. Good night. God bless.